Hi, Sino.
Hi, Zizi. How are you?
Good, thank you. Please come in.
Thank you for welcoming me into your private space. Okay. Welcome to my channel. So, as you know, as I briefed you, I'm doing a South African skin and hair series. Okay. So I feel like there's a lack of just a go-to channel where we can see all the different skin types, hair types that people can just look to and find people to relate to. I felt that you would be one of my favorite people to document. And yeah, that's what we're here for. So before we get into it, I'd like to ask you 5 questions, and then you can take us to your bathroom and show us your skincare and basic hair care routine. Okay, so what is the first thing you do every single morning?
Brush my teeth.
Okay. And then what do you think in the last 5 years you've had the most to eat first thing in the morning?
To drink, definitely coffee. To eat, probably bacon and eggs.
Okay. In the last 5 years?
Yeah.
Okay. And then how much water did you drink? How much water did you drink yesterday?
Maybe about 3 to 4 glasses. I know it's not enough, but probably about 3 to 4 glasses.
How do you keep track of your water intake?
I don't keep track. I just pour a glass whenever I need to. I do know I should be probably drinking a little bit more water, but I don't track.
Okay. Okay. And then do you believe the saying that a healthy sex life improves your skin glow?
Please, yes. A healthy sex life makes you happy, and when you're happy, your skin looks better.
Yes, girl. And then lastly, what would you say is your current relationship with your hair?
I think I'm in a very experimental phase. I relaxed my hair just under a year ago, so it's still very trial and error, but I think I'm getting the hang of it.
Okay, awesome. Then you can take us into your skincare and hair care routine.
Okay, cool. Hi guys, welcome to my bathroom. So I'm going to be showing you my everyday morning skincare and a little bit of hair care as well. And I'm a pretty basic girl, and I keep my skincare and hair care very, very simple, but I do invest a lot of effort into like educating myself and getting the skincare products and hair care products I think are right for me and meet my needs. So there's basically 2 brands that I kind of focus on for my what do you call it, active ingredients, but in terms of my moisturizer and my cleanser. So because I have really dry skin, I use a cleansing milk because it's got hyaluronic acid. It's not as drying to my skin as like gel-based cleansers. And after washing my face, I then start off with my active ingredients. The actives that I use is hyaluronic acid. So I use the hydration juice from Skin Functional, and this is a 2% hyaluronic acid and 4% B5 serum. And then I also use the dark mark management serum from Skin Functional, and this one is an alpha albutane serum. And so basically I just focus on hydration and brightening in the morning. So I always try to keep my serum uses to pretty much 2 serums at a time, maybe 3 at the max. And during the day, I kind of repeat the exact same skincare every single day. These are the 2 serums that I use in the morning. So after applying your first serum, you're going to give it a couple of seconds to dry before going on with a second one, just so that your skin can have a moment to absorb it. And I always start off with a water-based serum. So that hydration juice that's got hyaluronic acid is a water-based serum. And then I go in with anything that might be oil-based, or if it's still water-based, it's slightly thicker, and that's my dark mark management serum. To be honest, I've never really had many skincare struggles. It's just that now that I'm getting a little bit older, I feel that I should put in a little bit more effort into my skin. I had a stint with a little bit of hormonal acne last year, which kind of went away with like proper product use. But other than that, I just work on anti-aging, hydration, as well as managing a couple of dark marks which I have from hyperpigmentation. So after I've kind of given my serums a moment to dry, I'll go in with a kind of thick moisturizer. And with my moisturizer as well, I use a pretty a pretty thick one because I have dry skin, and I use the one that is from Eucerin as well. And this is the same moisturizer I use daily, both day and night. And then the last, and I would actually argue most important step in my skincare routine is my sunscreen. And this is something I actually only started doing probably in the past 3 years, maybe because of a lack of knowledge. When you grow up black, you grow up thinking you don't really have to use sunscreen, but trust me, you do. In fact, if you're a person who uses active ingredients such as retinol or exfoliating acids, then sunscreen becomes all that more important because those ingredients can make your skin really, really sensitive to the sun. So I then go in with a sunscreen. This is an SPF 30. And as a black girl, I struggle sometimes to find a good sunscreen, but I found that this one here is pretty good and it blends into the skin quite nicely. Cool. And then last but not least, don't forget to moisturize your lips. I use the Elizabeth Arden 8-hour cream, and this has become such a staple in my everyday nighttime and daytime skincare. And then when it comes to my hair care, I actually do a lot of my hair management in the mornings. Sorry, in the evenings, I mean. And a big part of my hair management is actually making sure that I sleep on certain pillowcases and that I sleep in a certain doek or a certain bonnet every single night. So last night before I went to bed, I just kind of put my hair into these bantu knots. I have relaxed hair, by the way. Like I said earlier on, I'm still in a very experimental phase with my hair because I just recently relaxed. So I'm a new relaxed girl. But I just put my hair in these kind of bantu knots because I wanted to create some heatless curls. But before I unravel them, I just want to show you guys the products that I actually use in the hair. So when I was doing my bantu knots last night, there was just 3 products that I used, 2 moisturizers. The first one was the As I Am So Much Moisture. This one I used on kind of like the body of my relaxed hair. And then for my new growth, or I'd say my natural hair that hasn't been processed as yet, I used the S Curls Luster No Drip Moisturizer. And then to kind of seal the moisture in, I used the Moroccan oil, argan oil. But now to kind of help unravel these bantu knots, I'm going to use an oil. And the oil that I use is the Olaplex bonding oil. And the only reason I do this is so that the hair doesn't frizz. Another important step that I use is that I use the ceramide serum that I got from Kerastase. And I use the serum mainly because honestly I have relaxed hair, and I find that my scalp tends to be much drier than it typically is, or it typically was when I still had natural hair. So one lesson I've learned, in fact I learned this while I still had natural hair, is to always use wide tooth combs instead of the fine tooth combs, that you're not ripping your hair strands out and ripping the tangles out of your hair. So I just use a wide tooth comb just to add a little bit of volume and fluff out the hair a little bit so it's not, you know, too thin. And then just to finish off, I just apply my serum to my hairline again, just to make sure that my roots are properly moisturized, and don't do just the front, also the back. So that is the routine that I follow on my skin as well as my hair every single day. I keep it very simple, very basic, and with my hair I'm still at a very experimental phase, so I'm still trying to figure it out. But I think with my skin, I've developed a skincare routine over the past year that I'm happy with. Okay.
That's it from Zizi. Thank you so much. I
Thank you
really
so much,
appreciate
Tina.
your time. I don't take time lightly, as I always say. And as a token of my appreciation, I like to say a gift from Love Kings. She's bought so much. Before. I don't even know. I was like, what do I give a girl that has every Love Kings item?
Literally everyone.
But I hope you enjoyed that, and obviously you put it to good use.
I will.
And yeah, guys, that's skincare and hair care from a South African woman, and we'll see you next time. Yeah, perfect. So it just shows the curls. Yes, yes. Love that. Yeah, I love that. Yes. Yeah.